I got this video from Chuck Todd.
Oh gosh, Chuck Todd.
Chuck Todd pretty much came out and, in this interview, I get on radio. It's actually a podcast he does, saying, "Look, he knew that he knew what was going on 2 years ago, and didn't say a damn word, and because he's talking to one of the cabinet members."
Oh,
yeah. Let's go ahead and look at this. Look at this video.
I'm not going to out the cabinet secretary,
Right.
but I had a cabinet secretary 2 years ago.
Right.
Okay, 2 years ago. All out of the blue, ask me, do you really think he can't run again like this? And I said, well, you have more interaction with him than I do. And they said, I don't have a lot of interaction with him. This is a pretty senior cabinet secretary. So, and this was 2 years ago. This is one of those, it's the classic open secrets, a non-versation, right? It's the story everybody knows and everybody.
So pretty much Chuck Todd knew that there was problems with Joe Biden, didn't report on it, didn't do anything to report on it. And it was pretty much the cabinet secretary couldn't believe that he was actually going to try to run again.
Yeah. Probably had to help clean up some of the poop in the White House, secretary person.
My guess was some of the drugs, but let's go ahead and go to this other video I have. It's another part of this podcast where he's talking about this.
It has made me want to rethink a lot of the Biden biography. I still can't believe he ran for president in the first place, given that his family was in crisis in 2018. You look at what has happened. I can't believe he put his family through this. And now looking at his behavior now and clinging to this, I think the entire narrative on Joe Biden is going to change, and that he's always been, everything has been about his ambition, and his ambition comes first.
Yeah, they're turning on him like crazy. But yeah, I mean, he ran for president what is it, a year and a half later after his son passed away?
Yeah, passed away. Didn't, yeah, I know. I know people are like, huh? Because there's so many people that go in that way that Biden always talks about his son, Bo. It was never, he didn't get non-alived in the military. He passed away from cancer.
Brain cancer. Yeah. The thing that's actually, I agree with what Chuck Todd's saying. The other thing else that's kind of strange is obviously Hunter Biden didn't take it well. He went on a bender for almost a year and a half to 2 years after that happened, after his brother died. And instead of actually trying to console his son and help his son recover, he decides to run for president.
There is a level of selfishness that's been in that family.
If you look at how when Biden ran for office the first place, and when he was a senator, it was shortly after his wife was killed and his daughter.
Yeah, but not by the dude was not intoxicated. It was not his fault either. It was the wife pulled out in front of this guy with the truck, and it was proven in court. But the Biden regime would campaign on the fact that it was a drunk driver who killed his wife, but in all actuality, his wife, it was just a freak accident. And it ruined that guy's life. He went through a lot of pain because of the fact that everybody that in the local community would blame him, when in all actuality, yes, the woman died. It was a terrible, tragic accident.
Here's the point I think we're trying to make, and we're getting a little lost in it.
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
Here's the point. He uses tragedy to win elections and stay in power. And he uses his own family tragedies. That tells you what kind of father he is. It also tells you what kind of piece of shit he is.
Yep, pretty much.
And that's pretty much what Chuck Todd was indicating there when it comes to his legacy and what the history books are going to say about Biden. Because at some point or another, people are going to look at him, hopefully, with not this perspective where like he was a great president and look at his background and look because he's not a great president and look at what he did to actually get into power. He used the tragedies of his son dying from brain cancer. He used the tragedy of his wife and daughter who died in a freak accident, to make sure that he would have a political career. And someone like that should not have any kind of power because they're dangerous. Because if they're willing to do that, God knows what they're willing to do with your kids.